Hello everybody, welcome to the Dark Knight Router Games channel here on YouTube. Today it of course is Atari Wednesdays, and with it being Atari Wednesdays, we are definitely going to be doing something cool today. We are going to be playing the Atari 50th anniversary celebration today on the channel. So, with that being said, let's get right into it and check some of the stuff out we have. Have you played Atari today? Welcome to Atari 50th. Begin your interactive journey through Atari history below, or jump straight to the game library at any time by pressing square. So we're going to go check out all the games that you can actually play in this collection, and then we're gonna probably go ahead and start going through. We might go ahead and play one of the games I think a lot of people have been talking about lately, and that is these right here. So these are the new games actually. We got Atari's new haunted houses here on this collection. We also have the Neo Breakout. We have Quadra Tank reimagined. Of course, Sword Quest, the Air World, the one that never got released and then is now officially here. Touch Me, interesting. This was released back in 1979, and for the first time it's been put on this. This is pretty cool. It's reimagined. So Vector Sector, or Sector. I mean, sorry about that. Atari reimagined, something new to check out, and of course this is the one everybody's been talking about that a lot of people want people to play first of all. So Yar's Revenge Enhanced reimagined series that we got here. So we have some of the arcade cabinets, so we have some of the stuff here. This one's new actually. I've not seen this. This was an unreleased prototype. Interesting. Doesn't have no information about it. Oh, okay. So players defend a central turret from enemies on all sides. In this fast-paced game that shares some gameplay elements with Missile Command, after testing at the prototype stage, Atari chose not to manufacture the game, making this arcade prototype quite rare. Okay, interesting. It's Aka R? R? Okay, maybe. Of course, there's Asteroids, which was released back in 1979. The original cabinet here, the original arcade cabinet for that. Asteroids Deluxe, that was released back in 1981. We got Black Widow back in 1983. Breakout, 1976. Centipede, 1981. Cloak and Dagger, 1984. Of course, Crystal Castles, that's a good one. 1983. The Fire Truck, here we go. Came out in 1978. Food Fight, the arcade cabinet for Food Fight here. 1983. Gravitar from 1982. iRobot, this is something new. We didn't have that on the Atari volumes, actually. I've never seen that one. Came out in 1984. Liberator, that was definitely on the volumes. And that came out in 1982. Lunar Lander, that was 1979. Major Havoc, 1983. Maze Invaders, this is the prototype. It never got released. I think this was on the, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw this in the volume set. Was it volume 2 or volume 1? I have to remember. Millipede, 1982. Missile Command, 1980. The original Pong, 1972. Quantum, 1982. I don't remember. Did we see that? Maybe it was on the volumes. Space Duel, 1982. Sprint 8, 1977. Super Breakout, 1978. Tempest, 1981. Warlords, 1980. And then we start going into the 2600. We have the 3D tic-tac-toe, came out in 1978. Adventure, came out in 1980. Air Sea Battle, came out in 1977. Asteroids, 1981. Ooh, interesting. Huh, that's interesting. Canyon Bomber, came out in 1979. Centipede, 1983. Combat, 1977. There's another one of these. That's interesting. I'm wondering if these are like, you can't... Huh. Okay. Interesting. This might be stuff you have to unlock in-game. Okay, interesting. Crystal Castles, 1984. Dark Chambers, 1989. Demons to Diamonds, 1982. Dodge 'em, 1980. Fatal Run, 1990. Another one of those. Haunted House, 1982. Millipede, 1984. Ooh, Miner, 2049er. 1983. Missile Command, 1981. Outlaw, 1978. Quad Run, 1983. Another one of these. Real Sports Baseball. Real Sports Basketball. We're just going to go through here. Real Sports Boxing. Real Sports Football. Real Sports Soccer. Real Sports Tennis. Real Sports Volleyball. Here we go. Saboteur. I think that's how you say it. It's a prototype. Pretty cool. Secret Quest. Solaris. Super Breakout. Surround. Sword Quest Earth World, Sword Quest Fire World, and Sword Quest Water World. Warlords. Yar's Revenge. Bounty Bob Strikes Back. This is a 5200. So 1985. And then we have Millipede 5200. Missile Command 5200. Star Raiders. Super Breakout. Asteroids. Basket Brawl. Centipede. Dark Chambers. Fatal Run. Ninja Goth. Scrapyard Dog. Basket Brawl. Lynx. This is the Lynx. Over here, we're in the handheld. We got Malibu Bikini Volleyball. We got Scrapyard Dog for the Lynx. Super Asteroids and Missile Command. Turbo Sub. Bounty Bob Strikes Back. On the Atari 800. So now we're in the 800. Caverns of Mars. Food Fight. Miner 2049er. Yump. Atari Karts, we're on the Jaguar. Club Drive. Cybermorph. Evolution Dino Dudes. Fight for Life. Missile Command 3D. Lunar Pinball. Tempest 2000 from 1994. Trevor McFuhrer in the Crescent Galaxy. Interesting. Okay, so that's all the games there. Now we're going to go back. Let's go ahead and do some timeline stuff here. So here we are, 1971, where it all began. In the beginning, in a world where pinball was king, two engineers dreamed that coin-operated games played on computers could become the next big thing. A company called, is it Syzygy? Syzygy, or Syzygy, something like that, was where it all started. So computer space. Okay. Interesting. We're gonna watch.
For some reason, I'm looking through the San Jose Mercury in the just random stuff section for sale. and I see world's first video game computer space. No price, just call. I'm like, wow, I'm pretty interested in this. So I called the guy. I said, so you got a computer space? Yeah. Yeah. First game ever. Okay, great. What color is it? And he goes, well, what color do you want? I'm like, wow, this is getting very interesting, because who has a whole bunch of computer spaces, and who would know that they came in all these different colors? He goes, I got a yellow, a solid blue, metal flake blue, and metal flake red. And he goes, a whole bunch of other games too. Okay, great. Want to come up and see them. These were in a Quonset hut on a sunflower seed farm off of Highway 80 in Dixon, California, halfway between, the Bay Area and Sacramento. And these things hadn't been moved in, probably since 1975. And so I got in touch with Nolan and showed him the pictures and scratched his head, and then like a light bulb went off in his head. He goes, these were Ted Dabney's. These were Ted Dabney's units. This was his route. When he left, he took a route that we had, and he goes, this yellow one's the first one. He goes, I know it. That yellow one is the very first one. I kept the first one, which is a beautiful yellow computer space, and I kept Pong number 46, and we got the rest of them running and working as good as we could. We got it all for $5,000. I don't regret the purchase one bit. Not for a minute.
All right, interesting. So that was pretty cool. I like that they actually have these videos to actually go back and watch, learn more about Atari's beginning days, going into what it is known for. That is really awesome. So I get to learn a lot of awesome stuff. This was the original Computer Space. The first arcade game, Computer Space, was designed by Atari co-founders Ted Dabney and Nolan Bushnell and manufactured by Nutting Associates. It was based on the 1962 Computer Space Game Space War. Interesting. Here we go. Atari Inc. on June 27th, 1972, Dabney and Bushnell incorporated their company in the state of California, but the name Syzygy was already taken. Instead, they chose Atari, a term from the Japanese game of Go. The company briefly continued doing business under the name Syzygy. However, okay, interesting. Okay, should we play some Pong for a little bit? I know we want to kick off some games here. So how much time do we got left? We got plenty of time. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and watch another video. And we'll play some Pong, and then we may actually do some more stuff, a little bit of more videos and stuff, and then we'll play some the new YARS, actually the new re-enhanced YARS. So let's go right into this video here.
Well, I'd say 30 years to pretty much the present, the arcades have been relegated to the back rooms and the side streets, and generally been an unsavory type of place. What we want to do is bring the amusement game to age. If we can give it a new zip and a pizzazz, it's going to be financially successful, as well as, I think, a very serious part in the leisure time activity of the American people.
The marriage of traditional pinball machines and computer technology has resulted in the birth of a new breed of amusement games, and Nolan Bushnell is the man handing out the cigars. Bushnell has developed two such games, Computer Space and Pong, and believes that they and others like them will move the pinball industry out of America's bus stations and bowling alleys and into the space age. In 1971, Bushnell invented Computer Space, but sold production rights to Nutting Associates of Mountain View, California, for royalties based on the number of games sold. It proved a good deal for both parties. Sales already exceed 1,500 machines. Computer Space, like Pong, sells for around $1,000 and is played on the screen of a standard television set, which has been programmed to display the desired game. In Computer Space, the player controls a rocket ship, which is trying to shoot down enemy flying saucers while avoiding their missiles. If the player scores more hits than the enemy saucers, he gets one free play. By the time Bushnell invented Pong in 1972, he was able to form his own company, Syzygy Corporation in Santa Clara, California, to produce the game. He has already sold over 1,000 machines and expects to sell 10,000 in the United States by the end of the year. Pong, as the name might indicate, is a game of video ping pong. The two players turn dials which control their electronic paddles and volley with an equally electronic ball. The first player to score 15 points wins. While Bushnell did design and program both his games, the technology he uses dates back to the late 1950s. Thanks to research by the Defense Department in the wake of Sputnik, Bushnell is now able to act out his dream of a nation inhabited by thousands of Pong and Computer Space games.
The government spent millions of dollars on this technology, and as a result, now it's cheap enough that we can put it into a game and sell it for 25 cents for a few minutes and make $1 out of it. It's something that the research and development really was done many years ago, and now it's cheap enough that with PC boards and integrated circuits, we can use that technology to our advantage.
The basic electronic unit of Bushnell's games is the integrated circuit. Each of these small chips is capable of storing large amounts of information. The program for a game is determined by specific combinations of these units to form a PC, or printed circuit board. The printed circuit board then tells the TV screen what to do. A single printed circuit board is all that is required to operate Pong, whereas 15 years ago it would have taken enough tubes and wiring to fill an average house. Bushnell first saw the commercial potential of video games in a game called Space War, which has been played at computer centers around the country for several years.
We used to play Space War a lot at the AI project at Stanford, which is a big computer complex. And one day it just hit, this is a lot of fun. You ought to be able to package it and sell it for a price. And, one thing leads to another, and pretty soon, from doodling on a scratch pad, you're actually working out some basic block diagrams, and from there you think, boy, it's going to work.
Notable and quotable. The genius of Atari was to create a fully framed commercial game that was designed for the masses and accessible to the masses. Eugene Jarvis, creator of Defender. Notable and quotable. More than just a game company, it kickstarts Silicon Valley. A lot of what we think of in the Sunnyvale is a result of Atari. I think that either ethos of creativity and openness that wasn't common back in the 70s and the 80s, and yet Atari pioneered that. Wade Rosen, current CEO of Atari. Alright, so I think we're going to go ahead and play some Pong. Kick it off with this, and yeah, let's do it. Oh, whoops. Oh man. Beat. I'm getting beat. Pong was never that easy. It's like really fast. Oh, I finally hit it. I think it's 2-player. I really do. I think it's 2-player. I just realized. Oh, wow, that must have glitched. Uh-oh. What? Okay. Ah! Wow. As you may know, this is a 2-player game. I'm playing with both. Right. Does this end? Oh, yes, it does. Okay. All right. So that's different. But yeah, interesting. Okay. Let's try and see some quick. All right. Play another video.
You know what the Atari motto is? Innovative leisure, right? Well, it didn't say innovative arcade games. It didn't say innovative video games. It said innovative leisure. It was broad from day one. I mean, Nolan always had a consumer game in his mind because that's what he hired me to do. And I wound up doing the wrong thing and making a hit coin-op game, right? When I was at Ampex, I learned how to make sync generators, synchronizing, the basic fundamental circuit necessary to get a TV signal, because we had to generate an analog signal. So you do that and you get the ball at one speed and you put paddles up, and it's a very, very boring game. And so I added the speed up and I added the angles off of that, just, you know, to make it playable, interesting. And so it started getting a little interesting. That's cute. And Nolan said, well, it's got to have score. We had a pretty good game, and hey, great. So what are you gonna do for sound? I go, sound? I'm already over budget. What am I gonna do? Nolan said, well, I want the sound of a roar of a crowd of thousands applauding your win. And Ted said, I want boos and hisses. And I'm thinking, how do I do that? Listen, I got video. I got the goddamn game up. Now you wanted me to do this. I'll be right back. So I pissed around for a day and poked around sounds that already existed in the vertical sync generator and gated them out with the 555 timer. I love it. Years later, the sound is so well thought out, so appropriate. It was like, are you kidding me? It was just, you know, just thrown together in spite of what the boss said. And so that was how Pong came to be.
So, promotional flyers. That's what it looked like. Different ones. Cool. Pong's original flyer still included the name Syzygy engineering, but later materials accentuated the Atari name and Fuji logo. Pong doubles, with other companies quickly looking to capitalize on Pong's success with clone machines. Atari looked to improve upon the experience. Pong doubles let 4 players get in on the fun. In this promotional photo are Joe Kinnan, third from left, Nolan Bushnell, fifth from left, and Alcorn right. Puppy Pong. Since most coin-operated games were installed in bars and thus inaccessible to children, Atari developed Puppy Pong, a device meant to be installed in the waiting rooms of pediatric offices. The idea did not catch on, and Puppy Pong only had a small production run. Interesting. There's 5 images. Pretty cool. Interesting. Interesting. It's 1972. Okay, we're going to go back and we are going to go play. I know a lot of people are interested in this stuff, some of the new reimagined stuff. So we're going to go ahead and play Yar's Revenge Enhanced, and that's where we'll end our video today for Atari Wednesdays. I am playing this on the PS5. Unfortunately, at the time of this recording was when it came out, and as many people know, the VCS got delayed for another week, and who knows, it could be longer by now, but who knows, we'll find out soon enough. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video so far, and let's get into it. Let's play some Yar's Revenge Enhanced for the 50th celebration collection here of Atari. So let's get it going. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, man. Okay, we got this. We got this. What? Okay. Whoa. Alright. Alright, that's cool. Oh, what? What is this? Interesting. Interesting. I do not know what we just did. Oh man, we got hit. Okay, this is... This is weird. interesting. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh man. Dude, I got beat. Okay, we're gonna have to... Oh, we got him again. Yes. Haha. This is cool. This is cool. Ah, no. Oh, this. We're on level 3, right? Wow. This is very interesting. Go right off the bat. Wow. Yes. Alright. Alright, we got killed enough. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please, if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also smash the like button for everybody. Please smash the like button. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the Atari 50th Celebration Collection? With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this Atari Wednesdays episode. I know usually I play it on the Atari VCS, but unfortunately due to the delay, I had to record this video on my PS5 and do this for this week to get it recorded, so it's already set in stone. But don't worry, we will play it on Atari hardware. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video for Atari Wednesdays, and I'll see you all next time with another Atari Wednesdays episode here on the Dark Knight Retro Games channel. Take care.